The greatest scientific achievement in human history becomes humanity's biggest mistake. Today, we're exploring one of the most influential science fiction adventures ever made, Jurassic Park, 1993. Let's begin. The story centers on billionaire entrepreneur John Hammond, who dreams of creating a revolutionary theme park unlike anything the world has ever seen. Instead of roller coasters or animated attractions, his vision was to build a revolutionary theme park called Jurassic Park, where visitors could see real, living dinosaurs with their own eyes brought back from extinction. Scientists working for Hammond's company have developed a way to clone extinct species using DNA preserved in ancient mosquitoes trapped inside amber. Although the recovered DNA is incomplete, then researchers fill the missing genetic gaps with DNA from modern animals. The result is astonishing. Dinosaurs are alive once again. But before opening the park to the public, Hammond invites several experts to evaluate whether it's truly safe. The guests arrives to the theme park include paleontologist Dr. Alan Grant, paleobotanist Dr. Ellie Sattler, mathematician Dr. Ian Malcolm, and Hammond's two grandchildren. At first, everyone is amazed. They witness enormous herbivorous dinosaurs peacefully roaming the island. For a moment, it feels like science has achieved the impossible, but not everyone is convinced. Ian Malcolm warns that nature cannot be controlled forever. Jurassic Park relies on advanced technology, electric fences, computer-controlled security, automated feeding systems. Every detail has been carefully planned. The scientists believe that technology gives them complete control. Dennis Nedry, a security watcher who secretly shut down the electric fences, security locks, and computer systems to steal dinosaur embryos for a rival company. At the same time, a tropical storm hit the island, making the situation even worse. Nedry was killed before he could restore the systems, leaving the park without protection. The island's dangerous predators are suddenly free to roam. What was once a carefully designed attraction turns into a deadly wilderness. The visitors quickly realize that survival is now their only priority. Separated across the island, the group faces countless dangers. Dr. Grant becomes a protector and guide. Ellie works tirelessly to restore critical systems. Ian Malcolm continues reminding everyone that nature always finds unexpected paths. Throughout their journey, the characters discover that survival depends not on technology, but on human determination and cooperation. Although the story itself is exciting, the film became legendary for another reason. It transformed visual effects forever. Instead of relying entirely on stop-motion animation, the filmmakers combined practical animatronics with groundbreaking computer-generated imagery. Even decades later, many scenes still look remarkably realistic. The movie also uses suspense instead of constant action. Nature is powerful, complex, and impossible to predict completely. After an unforgettable struggle, the survivors finally escape the island. Jurassic Park remains unfinished. The dream of creating a perfect dinosaur theme park comes to an end, but the lessons learned. The story takes place 4 years after the disastrous events of Jurassic Park. The founder of Jurassic Park has lost control of his company. His nephew Peter Ludlow has taken over and plans to save the company by exploiting the dinosaurs. Hammond reveals a shocking secret. Before Jurassic Park was built on Isla Nublar, the dinosaurs were actually bred on a second island called Isla Sorna, also known as Site B. After the Jurassic Park disaster, the island was abandoned, allowing the dinosaurs to survive and evolve without human interference. Hammond believes the dinosaurs should be protected. Ludlow believes they should be captured and used to create a new dinosaur attraction in San Diego. Hammond secretly sends a small research team to document the dinosaurs in their natural habitat. The team includes Dr. Ian Malcolm, the mathematician who survived Jurassic Park. At first, Malcolm refuses to go. But when he learns that his girlfriend, Sarah Harding, a wildlife expert, is already on the island, he has no choice but to join the expedition. Along with Malcolm are Nick Van Owen, a wildlife photographer, and Eddie Carr, an equipment specialist. When they arrive on Isla Sorna, Site B, they are amazed. Dinosaurs are living freely, across forests, rivers, and open plains. Sarah has been studying dinosaur behavior for weeks. She discovers a wounded baby, Tyrannosaurus rex, with a broken leg. Nick decides to rescue the baby and secretly takes it back to their camp. This single decision changes everything. The baby's parents begin searching for it. During the night, the adult male and female T-Rex arrive at the camp. They begin destroying everything. Trailers are crushed, equipment is destroyed, people are thrown into chaos. In one of the film's most tragic moments, Eddie is brutally killed while trying to save his friends. His sacrifice allows the others to escape. Meanwhile, Peter Ludlow arrives with a large team of professional hunters, led by Roland Tembo, an experienced big-game hunter. Their mission is simple: capture as many dinosaurs as possible. They use traps, tranquilizers, and heavy equipment to capture numerous species. Nick secretly sabotages their equipment and releases many captured dinosaurs. The island erupts into chaos. Dinosaurs stampede through the camp. Vehicles are destroyed. Hunters are attacked from every direction. Ludlow's carefully planned operation begins falling apart. The surviving groups are forced to travel across the island together. They enter a field of tall grass. Suddenly, invisible predators begin moving through the grass. These are velociraptors. The raptors hunt with terrifying intelligence. One by one, people are dragged into the grass and killed. The survivors realize they are being surrounded. They barely escape by reaching an abandoned worker village. Inside the abandoned facility, the survivors discover evidence of the island's tragic history, but the raptors have followed them. The intelligent predators enter the building and begin hunting the survivors. Several people are killed. After a terrifying chase, Malcolm, Sarah, and the remaining survivors finally escape the raptor territory. The hunters capture both the adult male T-Rex and its baby. Ludlow celebrates. He believes he has won. The captured T-Rex is transported by ship to the United States. Malcolm and Sarah realize this is a terrible mistake. They rush to San Diego to stop Ludlow before it is too late. The ship carrying the Tyrannosaurus arrives in San Diego. Something is horribly wrong. The crew is dead. The T-Rex has escaped its restraints. The giant predator breaks free into the city. Panic spreads across San Diego. Cars are crushed. The T-Rex rampages through streets, neighborhoods, and downtown areas. Malcolm and Sarah discover that the captured baby, T-Rex, is being held separately. They realize the adult male is searching for its offspring. They use the baby as bait to lure the adult T-Rex back to the harbor. The plan works. The giant predator follows its child onto the cargo ship. Once both dinosaurs are inside, the ship is sealed. Peter Ludlow tries to secure the baby T-Rex for himself. The adult Tyrannosaurus then arrives and finishes the job. Ludlow is killed by the very creatures he wanted to exploit. His greed ultimately destroys him. The cargo ship returns the Tyrannosaurus family to Isla Sorna. The dinosaurs are released back into the wild. John Hammond appears one final time, arguing that humans must leave the dinosaurs alone. The Lost World expands the Jurassic story in a powerful way. The first film showed what happens when humans create dinosaurs. The second film shows what happens when humans try to profit from them. The real danger was never the dinosaurs themselves. It was humanity's greed, arrogance, and refusal to respect nature. The movie takes place several years after The Lost World. Isla Sorna, also known as Site B, remains abandoned by humans. The island is now completely ruled by dinosaurs. Eric is a young boy who loves dinosaurs. He is fascinated by dinosaur books and is especially inspired by Dr. Alan Grant. One day, Eric goes parasailing near Isla Sorna, an island filled with dinosaurs. But suddenly, something goes terribly wrong. Eric and the other parasailer lose control and fall onto the island. Meanwhile, the kid parents, Paul and Amanda Kirby, are desperately searching for their missing son. Unable to get government approval, they decide to trick someone who knows the island better than anyone else. Dr. Alan Grant, the paleontologist who survived the original Jurassic Park, is struggling to fund his dinosaur research. Paul and Amanda approach him with an attractive offer. They claim they want him to conduct an aerial tour of Isla Sorna, and they promise a large donation for his research. Reluctantly, Grant agrees. Along with his assistant Billy Brennan, Grant boards a small plane with the Kirbys and a group of mercenaries. As they approach the island, they're planning to land on the island. Grant repeatedly warns everyone not to land. They are hiding their true mission. The plane lands on the island. Grant quickly realizes he has been tricked. The Kirbys are actually searching for their missing son. Suddenly, from nowhere, a giant predator appears. The giant predator attacks the plane, forcing everyone into a desperate escape. It is unlike anything Spinosaurus, a giant predator which is very fast, flexible, and very intelligent. Grant has never seen before. The aircraft is destroyed. Several mercenaries are killed almost immediately. The survivors are now being stuck on Isla Sorna, with almost no supplies and no way to contact the outside world. Grant realizes that surviving this island will be even harder than before. The group continues searching for Eric while avoiding dinosaurs. Billy secretly steals several raptor eggs, believing they could be scientifically valuable, unknown to Grant. Grant learns that Site B was not only used for breeding dinosaurs, it was also a place where genetic experiments were conducted. The abandoned laboratories contain evidence that humans had been manipulating dinosaur DNA in ways far beyond the original Jurassic Park project. Eventually, the group finds Eric Kirby alive. Remarkably, the young boy has survived alone on the island for 8 weeks, using knowledge from books and his own intelligence. Eric has built shelters, found food, and avoided predators. Grant is amazed by his survival skills. Eric becomes a valuable guide because he knows the island far better than the adults, and knows several safe routes through the jungle. Meanwhile, the Spinosaurus continues following them and attacks them repeatedly. The survivors steal a small boat and travel down a river, hoping to reach the coast. For a brief moment, they believe they have escaped the Spinosaurus. Suddenly, they hear a satellite phone ringing alongside the river, and they found the satellite phone inside the shit of Spinosaurus, which is swallowed earlier. Using that phone, Grant contacts his friend Ellie Sattler. Meanwhile, the giant predator attacks from the river itself. The Spinosaurus overturns the boat and nearly kills several members of the group. The survivors barely escape by reaching the shore. The raptors soon begin stalking the group, trying to recover their stolen eggs. The survivors enter a massive abandoned aviary that once housed flying dinosaurs. Inside, they are attacked by pteranodons. Billy sacrifices himself to save Eric and allowing the others to escape. The group believes Billy has been killed. Grant eventually discovers the truth. The raptors are pursuing them because of the stolen eggs. The group's suddenly surrounded by dozens of intelligent predators. Grant returns the eggs. The raptor leader inspects them carefully. After confirming that the eggs are safe, the raptors allow the humans to leave. The survivors finally reach the coast. The group hears the helicopter sound sent by Ellie Sattler, who alerted the authorities. The military arrives and rescue the survivors. Grant, Eric, Amanda, and Paul are rescued. Billy is also revealed to be alive after being rescued by the military. As the helicopters leave the island, Grant looks down and sees pteranodons flying freely beyond the island's boundaries. This suggests that the dinosaurs are no longer fully isolated. The danger may eventually spread to the rest of the world. If you enjoyed this movie explanation, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.